Hello, everybody. My name is Sean Friesen. I'm the franchisee with Expedia Cruises, Thunder Bay, and my collection of stores known as Team Friesen. And I know some of you were singing along. I'd like to welcome you, no matter where you're watching this, whether you're watching from home, whether you're watching this from one of our storefront locations, sitting with your consultant, or whether you're watching this a couple days down the road. Thank you for joining us. I'm presenting on behalf of our business development manager, Christine Kelly. She is currently in Florida. Today was a milestone day because the Sun Princess officially made it into Fort Lauderdale. The Sun Princess is their newest ship. So if you sailed with Princess before, Princess is a great cruise line. I would say they're not high end, they're not low end. They're just that comfortable cruise line in the middle. And the Sun Princess was launched in March, spent her first summer sailing of the Mediterranean, and now she is in Florida to sail the Caribbean. She'll be returning back to Europe in the summer of 25. So Sun Princess is a bit of a departure from the rest of the Princess fleet. She's a little bit bigger. She's carrying about 4,800 passengers. She'll be sailing 7-day Eastern and 7-day Western for the winter. It's bigger, so that means it's got more specialty dining. It's got more public areas. The piazza's reimagined. The pool deck is reimagined. You can see just at the very top of that ship a little dome-like structure. You've got a whole nother venue there for shows, kind of Cirque du Soleil shows and artsy stuff. So if you sail Princess, you want to get on the Sun Princess or the Sister of the Star coming out shortly. And we love the Sun Princess so much that we took 65 of our team aboard her back in April. And we just wanted to try her out, see what all the fuss was about, and it's truly a great ship. Just a little bit about us, Expedia Cruises Team Friesen. We want to be the #1 choice for travel for our clients, and our goal, we want to help you create memories and fulfill dreams. Whether you bring the kids and the grandkids on a cruise, you're going to create memories for the rest of your life. If your dream is to see the Colosseum, to go to the Vatican, to go to Cambodia, Vietnam, we can help you explore the world by cruise ship. So that's what we love doing. And I mentioned the Star Princess. This is the sister ship. She'll be launching October 4th, 2025. She'll be sailing at the Mediterranean as well. She'll do a couple of Mediterranean sailings, and then she'll join the Sun fall of 25, and they will both be sailing the Caribbean. So 2 ships, and believe it or not, they have ordered 2 more ships, I believe, for 2027 and 2028. So these will be the new Princess ships, so pretty exciting. One of the things, if you've cruised a lot, cruising, one of the high points for me is the dining. Absolutely. And cruise lines are constantly trying to reimagine dining, try to fulfill changing needs and changing wants for dinner. And so coming out of COVID, Princess went to strictly my time dining. And so where you're going to make a reservation, you're going to sit with different people. And there's a group of people that likes that traditional dining. And so they are going back to, you can pick traditional dining. So early or late, usually 5:30, 6 o'clock, or 8, 8:30. That classic cruise experience, sitting at the same table, the same wait staff. And then they will continue the flexible, like a restaurant. You can reserve any table size, any time that works for you in a flexible dining room. Say that you meet some people that you really like, you want to go for dinner. You could, get a table for 4. Say that you went with friends and suddenly you don't like each other halfway through. You can go back to a table for 2, flexible. And then the third one is going to be just a walk up. So you do not make a reservation for this. You show up whenever you want. Say that you want to watch the late night comic. Say that you want to go into the Irish pub. That Sun Princess has a fantastic Irish pub. You want to stay a little bit later? No problem. You can walk in whenever you want. Princess has specialty dining, so a Crown Grill and Sabatini's, they are fleet-wide. Crown Grill is a great steakhouse. Sabatini's is your Italian trattoria. If you're hungry, you won't be when you leave. The pasta's freshly made. All the sauces are freshly made. It is a treat. It is amazing. There's a gastro pub called the Salt and Dog. There's planks, steamers, seafood. There's Kai Sushi and Harmony. And then there's a few specialty dining rooms on the new Sun and Star Princess on top of these ones. Ocean now, this is one of the things that Princess has really done well. There's an app. And so no matter where you are down on the ship, if you've got the Princess Plus, the beverage package, you can order drinks, you can order food, you can order anything from the shops, and they'll find you and bring it to you. I think that is fantastic, and that really changes the way that you think about your day, because they're going to find you. You don't have to get up, wait by the bar for 15 minutes waiting for somebody to, take your order and then bring it back. They're going to bring it to you. So I really like that. Princess has Princess's fare code. So there's the rate that's just your cruise. So it's a rock bottom price. We sell about 80% of our fares are with Princess Plus. And so for another $60 US per person per day, you are going to get a plus beverage package. So this is beers and wines. There's a limit. I think it's wines to $12, but don't quote me on that. You're going to get a single device Wi-Fi, and that is their top tier Wi-Fi package. That includes streaming services and your gratuities. Then on top of that, there's a juice bar with freshly squeezed orange juice, or your fitness, those green drinks that I don't know how people drink those, but those ones, they're fitness classes. I don't know who would use a fitness class on a cruise ship, but apparently some people do. Premium desserts. So instead of the fitness class, I would take one of the premium desserts. They are to die for. I would skip supper and go right to the premium desserts and don't do the fitness class. And so the value for what you're getting here, if you're going to pay for it separately, it would be 60%. And so even people who say, but Sean, I don't drink. Well, this does include like specialty coffees, your freshly squeezed orange juice, bottled water, soft drinks. And so there's enough value here that even if you don't drink, you'd be fine. They brought out a better package. So this is Princess Premier, and about 20% of our bookings is now switched to this. So for another $30 per day, so $90 per person per day, you are going to get the beverage package, but now it's a premier beverage package. So instead of wines for $12, it's $20. Is a $20 glass of wine better than a $12 glass of wine? I submit to you, yes. Wi-Fi for 4 devices. You know, like how frustrating that it is when you have a single Wi-Fi package on a ship and your wife wants to go online, so do you. And so you're constantly kicking each other out. Not that I'm speaking from experience whatsoever, but having Wi-Fi for 4 devices, convenient. You still get that fitness class, so you know, you still have that. You're now getting unlimited specialty dining. So, you know, the steakhouse, Sabatini's, and you're going to get a photo package too. And so, I don't know about you, but my house is full of photos that were taken and printed on cruise ships, because we never print any pictures now. So that is cool. The other thing I want to point out is reserve seating at the theater. If you've sailed on Princess before, you know that their theaters are built just a little too small. They could use a few more seats. And so if you don't get there early, you're not going to get a seat. But the people with Princess Premier, there's a section dedicated just for you guys. So you can come in a little bit later. You're kind of like a rock star, like with the backstage pass. So if you were going to pay for all of this, that would be 70% more. So there's a lot of value here, and it just makes your trip better, not having to pull out the credit card all the time to pay. Okay, so that's enough about that. Let's talk about, where does Princess sail? Let's start with the Americas. So from Alaska, California coast, Hawaii, they do 60-night sailings out of Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Vancouver, over to Hawaii and then back. There's Mexican Riviera. Panama Canal, Princess is the only cruise line that does regularly scheduled Panama Canal from October until April. Of course, the Caribbean, and then Canada, New England. Start with Alaska, because Princess does such a great job with Alaska. They have got this program, North to Alaska, which provides guests authentic experiences like meeting sled dog puppies in the piazza, hearing from Iditarod champions and mountain climbers, and even a lumberjack demonstration. And of course, there's lots of fresh Alaska seafood served on board as well. Princess is #1 in Alaska. Most ships, most passengers carried, and they keep on getting voted the best cruise line. Travel Weekly has voted them 20 times overall in 17 straight years. And if you're going to go to Alaska, we really recommend that you do the land portion as well. So if we were going to suggest a package to you, we would say fly up to Fairbanks, start there, do your land package, take the train and the bus down to Whittier, and then cruise back to Vancouver. We think that's the best way to do it. Why Princess is good? It's Princess's own lodges. It's their staff. It's their bedding. It's their menus. It's their food. It's a consistent cruise and land experience. You're going to go to Denali and Glacier Bay on every cruise tour. And Princess is great for all ages as well. They've got a program called Cook My Catch. And so if you like to fish, if you're a fisherman, you are going to catch some of the biggest fish you've ever got in Alaska. And whatever you catch on a Princess tour, shore excursion, whether it's a salmon, halibut, or whatever, one of our shore excursion people will bring it back to the ship, and the chef will cook it, and serve it to you like this in the main dining room. Now, hopefully your fish will be that big. If you're like me and you would, bring a little 2-pound fish, you'd be laughed at, but there's lots of great fish that you're going to catch there for sure. This is always the highlight of an Alaska cruise. It's puppies in the piazza. So when we're in Port and Skagway, we bring actual sled dog puppies on board. You can go, you can pet them, snap a picture. They do count them, so they do want to have the same number of puppies they take off the ship as they brought on. And if this is something you really wanted to do, you got to get there a little bit early because it fills up quickly. We talked about the cruise tour. So this is where you're going to cruise, going to get on the train. You're going to stay in some of the lodges. There are 20 different options from a 3-day to a 10-day land stay. You want to get to Denali. You want to see Mount Denali, the wildlife. It's just that is part of Alaska that most people do not get to see. 3 real types. Denali Explorer is our most popular. You'll get to Denali the first day that you get off the ship, and most of the cruise lines who go to Alaska, they dock in Seward. And so that first night you're going to stay in Anchorage. It's going to take you another day to get to Denali. Princess is there the first day. Off of the beaten path, Princess has a couple of lodges that are off the beaten path. So if you've done Denali before, this is a great option. And then there's Connoisseur. So if you can do Connoisseur, these are hosted by a tour director. There's more included sightseeing, more excursions, and most meals are included on a Connoisseur. On the 2 other ones, your meals on the land portion are not included. So this is what a 7-night northbound or 7-night southbound is going to look like. Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, Anchorage, Whittier. Why we recommend this rather than a round trip Seattle or round trip Vancouver is that portion in yellow. You're going to get to sail to Whittier. You're going 500 miles further north. If you just go back to Seattle, you're just touching the southernmost tip of Alaska. And then this is the part that we really, really recommend. You can see the train, going into Fairbanks, and just getting into the land portion. This is the deluxe, the biggest tour possible. So it's 10 nights on land. Princess has 5 lodges. You're going to spend 2 nights per lodge, 7 days at sea, a 17th night. You're going to do the catamaran from Valdez to Whittier. You're going to do the southbound cruise. You'll do the Tundra Wilderness Tour and Stern Wheeler boat in Fairbanks. You're going to dredge for gold in Fairbanks as well. Hopefully you'll find enough gold to pay for the trip. It's a fantastic way to go. If you take one of the 2 other types of a Connoisseur, or one of the other land and sea packages, you can purchase a meal plan as well. Really cool for 2026. And yes, we are booking Alaska 2026. 2025 is already 50% sold out. So if you're looking for a last minute deal, there won't be last minute deals for 25. We expect to put up the sold out sign by about March or April. But the new Star Princess, she will go from Europe to the Caribbean to Alaska. So very cool. And she'll be doing round trip Seattle. Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, back to Seattle. The one benefit of going from Seattle, you do get to go to Victoria. And there's going to be a couple of sailings on the Emerald Princess 11-day that will go to Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, also going to Sitka, Haines, and Icy Strait Point, where you can do that crazy looking zip line. You actually get up to 100 kilometers per hour going down the zip line. So best time to go, whatever the best time to go for you. Season is May until September. It's a little chillier May and September, but who knows? Families go June, July, August. Best price time is May and September. So that's Alaska. I'm just going to whip through some of the other destinations really quickly. Japan is hot right now. We're booking so much Japan. 2025 is almost sold out. This is one for the cherry blossoms. This is a 19-day. It's a back-to-back at 10 with a 9-day in 2026. And then there's a 14-day fall colors, November 11th, 2026. Late night in Osaka. And you can go back-to-back with the sailing before to make it 28 night. And if you're going to do Japan, we really recommend flying into Kyoto or Osaka and taking the bullet train to Tokyo. This is a 5-night pre-cruise tour. Okay, in South America, love South America. I got a chance to sail Buenos Aires to Rio de Janeiro this past spring. I got a chance to go to Iguazu Falls. All this needs to be on your bucket list. Believe it or not, we've got some last-minute deals for South America. We have November 13th, Fort Lauderdale to Buenos Aires. If you want to stay on the ship and do the first sailing that goes by Antarctica, you can make it a 35-day. Or if you want December 1st, Los Angeles to Santiago on the Majestic, going down the West Coast. They have sailings that go by Antarctica. There's no landings. It's all scenic cruising, but you're going to be right up close, and it's really, really, really something that everybody should do. If you really want to see all of South America all in one shot, 51 days, Grand Adventure Los Angeles to Fort Lauderdale, leaving December 1st, and then 2025 is doing something similar to that too. Breaking news, we have some solar eclipse sailings on the sun for 2026. There will be a total solar eclipse that is viewable in Europe in 2026. And so we have we have 6 sailings that you will be able to go on, that you'll be able to see the solar eclipse. They are listed there. They'll be on the Sun and the Sky Princess. And so, for example, August 1st, 2026, it's a 14-night Athens to Rome, and you can see when you're sailing between Cartagena and Florence, you'll be able to see the solar eclipse on that ship. Or on the Sky Princess, you'll be able to see it as you're going from Bilbao to Lisbon, or to Cartagena again. So very, very neat. Kind of a once in a lifetime bucket list sort of thing to see the solar eclipse. So very cool. So World Explorer sale is on right now until October 31st. On top of all the deals that Princess has, and Expedia Cruises has, we've got about 6,000 sailings over the next 3 years that we have group space on. We block space well in advance so that we can lock in pricing, special rates, special categories, and hold them for you until you are ready to purchase. We are getting ready to start blocking our 26-27 space. So, so on top of our group space, we've got a bonus $100 onboard credit. This is for 2025 sailings. That includes the World Cruise. There's still some space on the 2025 World Cruise. It's 104 days, I believe. And that's sailing from Fort Lauderdale. Cruises, 6 days and longer. Talk to your Expedia Cruises consultant. Let's figure out, like, where do you want to go? Let's get you booked. We've got a reduced deposit on until October 31st. $99 US per person, works out to about $1 or $135 Canadian. There is a number of sailings that are up to 40% off. We're going to find you the best rate for what you are looking for. And Princess has this great salute to the military. So if you have, if you've served, if you are active duty, retired, disabled military veterans with U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, or Canadian National Defense Forces or Reserves, there's a special shipboard credit just for you. It doesn't take very long to do. And it's just Princess's a way of thanking you for your service. So, I mean, that was a whirlwind. I could take 3 hours to do that presentation justice, but thank you for paying attention. Talk to your consultants, talk amongst yourselves now. Princess is a great, great cruise line. It covers the world. It's not high end, it's not low end. It's a perfect time to book a Princess cruise. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great day and enjoy your World Explorer Day. Thanks everybody.